All right, so one of the first things you want to do is make sure the gun is degassed and that the hopper is off. Once that's safe, still don't poke yourself in the eye with the barrel or look down it. Try to be safe about this when you do it. All right, so once you get the barrel off, then you're just going to want to pull the bolt lock up here and just go ahead and pull it out. So you lift it up and then pull it out. And usually you'll see a lot of grime around the front end there, especially if you've had some bad balls that have broken in there or that are just greasy. And definitely going to want to invest in like an $8 purchase on Amazon of a bunch of the microfibers. These help pick up a lot of that paint as well as not scratching it up. The guns are pretty resilient to scratches, but these are also good for wiping your lenses on your mask. That's really helpful. You can't really get a good view in here, I think, but the bore, or excuse me, the area around here, like where the ball drops in through the feed neck, that area is usually pretty clean, but right in front of it, where between the grooves of the barrel screw in there and then the feed neck, sometimes you got to build up in there. Another actual really handy tool I use is compressed air to spray around in there. But you don't need to necessarily do that. This is just for the, just food for thought if you wanted to go and clean it a little further. But really you just want to go ahead and wipe things off as you see it. There's going to be grease from your last time you cleaned it on there probably, or from factory if you haven't yet. And I recommend you try to do that at least after every few days of play. If you played in a muddy place, then definitely try to get it cleaned as soon as possible. Or if you had played with a lot of bad paint, you want to do that too. So we just unscrewed this blue piece of the bolt system, and this just pops out. You just put a little pressure on the top and it'll just come out the bottom like that. And there is a good bit of buildup on this. Try to see if you can get a good view of that, but see if it focuses. Yeah, so there's kind of some, you can't really see that, but there's also just some lube left over from the previous time I greased it as well, so it kind of looks dirty, but really just want to try to get all of that off and start fresh when you're cleaning this off. Alright, so I'm going to do that, and here it's really important to, on this blue piece here on the top, there's a O-ring on the outside and the O-ring on the inside actually. The one on the inside is a little harder to get to, but that one's the more important one you got to clean. So you just want to get your finger in there with a microfiber, try to clean it around there as much as you can. Like that. Maybe get the inside from the back. Just make sure there's nothing on there so that when you're looking at it, it looks pretty clean. And you can kind of do a little check to make sure that the O-ring's not cracked or anything like that that might cause some issues down the road. Paint sitting on the O-rings, the rubber paint will tend to do harm to them after a period of time. So if you're one of the players that never has cleaned your gun once and this is your first time doing it, welcome to the club to finally decide to clean them out. I did that as well for a while and then realized that that's bad for the gun. But thankfully they're made pretty well, especially these guns. So it'll go through a lot before anything starts really failing on it. But it's a good time to just check everything while you're taking it apart, especially these O-rings. All right, so once those are done, really you don't have to break it down much farther than that. I mean, this bolt system now is pretty much broken down as much as you would need for just a kind of regular cleaning every so often here. Nothing too deep cleaning needed for this. So then what we're going to do is we're going to re-grease them. So re-greasing, you're going to want to re-grease these two O-rings right here on the back side, kind of near where your grip is to pull it off. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let me get the grease. I'm just using the grease that came with the gun. You can use other stuff. I know that it recommends, I think it's silicone-based grease, but just don't use like WD-40. I think it'll be all right. You just stick with paintball grease for the most part. So you don't want a lot. I don't know if you can see how much is there, but that much is probably more than enough for all the different pieces. So I'll start from the piece I'm going to put in last, or I guess first. This, just want to kind of lightly dab it on there. This is actually the front of the bolt, so this is where the paintball's going to hit. So with that in mind, you don't necessarily want to get a ton of it on the tip, just because it's going to pick up a lot more debris. So you don't want it to be wet on the very edge. So I'm going to try to wipe the very edge off so that it's not collecting dirt or whatever if I'm diving into things. And if it's less wet, there's less chance of it building up and causing more issues for you. So then you just want to lube the, actually technically just need that back one. I kind of just did both there. Then I'm going to just take this microfiber, just wipe it off a little bit. Just make sure that's not all up on the front of where that actually hits. All right, set that aside. So this has all been cleaned out. Now I'm going to do the same thing. Take a little bit of the grease. Probably that much is good. And then just do the outside. Just a little, nothing crazy. Same thing inside, just a little bit. This one's more important to grease up, so maybe a little more than the outside one that you just did here. So get it just a little more greased up, because that's going to be, seeing a little more friction than the outside one. All right, that's good. A little bit more again for the last piece of the puzzle. So here on the back side of those two O-rings, and I just kind of dab it on and then work it around like that. Doesn't have to be pretty, but it does have to at least coat it. So you want to coat it, especially if you're playing often, so that you don't have to worry about it getting kind of jammed up if there's not enough grease on it. Well, you don't need much though, so it's one of those things you don't want it like covered, but you do want it to be protected. So before I put all back in, I haven't cleaned this out yet. I haven't cleaned the actual bore as well as the feed neck. Easiest way to do that is if you have a barrel squeegee. That's what I would use, and I usually run it from back of the gun to the front. Do that a couple times, and the reason I do that is that's kind of a habit with cleaning regular guns as well, is you want to go in the direction of wherever the projectile is going. If you're going against it, it's not going to impact it all that much, but it is a good habit to just try to go with it if you can. It just kind of works in the same direction as the paintball. So if there are little tiny grooves built up over time from shooting, it will get those grooves better than if you go against the grain, but ultimately do whatever you want. It's not a big deal. Just again, try to get in the feed neck as much as you can. Use the microfiber to get whatever you can't with the barrel squeegee. I always try to get the grooves where the barrel screws in as well, because that kind of collects pretty easily there. Now it's pretty clean. I don't see any debris. And now in the back there, you can kind of see it where the bolt actually stops. There's some debris that builds up in there. It's really clean right now because I just did it clean on this recently. But that would be a good spot to try to use that compressed air for. Cool. All right, so then quickly, I'm gonna put these back together. The silver goes into the blue with the O-ring facing down. So everything's going that way, going forward. Oh, don't need to overpress it. You just want it to seat in there like that. And actually, maybe even just have it resting. You don't even need to push it through all that much, because this part's going to do it for you. So then you just place that on there like that and apply a little pressure in the first twist, and then it'll kind of catch and go right back in there like that. And once you get that in there, you don't need to over tighten, just tighten enough so that it's not spinning. See how it pushes the silver piece back out? That's what you want to see. So then that's good to go. Just gonna double check everything looks greased and good. Cool. And then we'll put it right back in like that. That's the most satisfying part. You can even move it back and forth if you want a little bit, just to make sure that grease gets in there, and then lock it back down. Bam, you were done.